Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the RP Geeks. I'm Sammy Grayson. Here with me are Triforce of Doom and Red Nova.
So, hello.
And it's time for more Final Fantasy XIV. The March to Heavens where it continues. Ooh.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't say anything yet.
You had to do with plot stuff, didn't it?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Surely there's no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagine & Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that pattern became apparent.
Yeah, that's actually really clever timing on the bandits' parts then.
Yep. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply.
Now my brain's just thinking of Torna in the main story of Xenoblade 2 with how they kept stealing the core crystals.
I mean, basically same idea, I guess. The Brass Blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. There is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal. We can ill afford to wait for the Blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. Only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. By the way, speaking of Xenoblade, how much of Colosseum have you watched either on the stream itself or via VOD?
A bit.
Because one moment that was brought up when they were talking Xenoblade, because of course that ended up coming to a topic at some points.
Of course.
But yeah, so I believe it was Sab who did this, but like she was playing Xenoblade for the first time, chatting with Emil about like crystals, and he asked if she got any rares yet, and so she said she's only gotten one so far, and as he was he stopped in the middle of explaining it and went, "What?" because of the name, she said.
Yeah, who was it again?
I believe, based on what they said, I think she got Cosmos. I'd have to rewatch that VOD too.
Yeah, I swear I remember that moment too.
Yeah, it
does sound familiar. Anyway, hello, Y'shtola.
But yeah, right. Where's Y'shtola at?
To the north of the Aetheryte.
Oh, in Horizon. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Gotta teleport there.
Teleper.
Yeah. And reminder for those who haven't played Xenoblade 2, Cosmos is literally the rarest blade.
Yep.
Also, I need to boot up my copy and get to grinding out rares some more. I wonder if it's gonna be. I do wonder if it would be just more efficient for me to go into New Game Plus to do that. Because I barely had any rares on my file because I did not play the game right, apparently. That seems to be a running theme with me and Xenoblade.
I mean, I know a spot where you can probably grind some out.
Hello there, mysterious character.
Harris, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the Brass Blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufalupa. He's the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which is he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours.
Makes sense.
Hey, Red, how's it going?
Hey.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Deep, deep, deep.
I cannot wait for Xenoblade 3.
Me neither. Oh, hello
Also
there.
Live Alive.
Also that, yes. Oh, hello there. Harris, was it? Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The car bolted off toward eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage. That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amaldra do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? You should be receiving a report any moment now, but I failed to see what else it could... Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? Figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amaldra friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way. Even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. Stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found.
What's somnus?
I think it's some sort of drug.
That makes sense.
Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Harris.
Alright. Well, at least we stopped a drug deal type thing, I guess.
More like a drug theft.
Yeah.
Against all expectation, it would seem the Amaldra are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Ariange of our progress, or lack thereof.
Alright.
Now
Time for an actual cutscene means something good.
Yay, voice cutscene.
Ooh.
tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Are we at the point with the new VAs yet, or not? I'm actually kind of forgetting what some of the characters sound like, so I don't know.
No, it starts with Heaven's Word.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel
By the way,
or
there's a
devil,
girl here.
I
Is
shall
she hot?
direct her steps
Why are
to
you
Revenant's
asking?
Tome. Save thine insinuations for one
Oh my
given
God.
to such impropriety.
Thancred!
Thou shalt not find me amenable.
My god. Damn it, Thancred.
Who is this mysterious cloaked person?
Far across the sea from the land of Doma have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these
Ooh,
lands.
Doman.
Who here speaks for you?
Alright, out that way.
And take the money. Hello again, Thancred. Final temptation.
Alright.
Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows? If we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it.
Makes sense.
Please be another voice cutscene. Damn it. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I've just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What what is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there was someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst?
That makes sense.
It would be most unfortunate if your fears prove well-founded, Fufalupa. Indeed. If for reasons of security, the Concern decided to transfer the remaining Crystal Sword and Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the Brass Blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the Concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Makote miner traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the Concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley.
Oh, this is clever.
Fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Harris? Lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once.
Okay, so real quick note, because I am Mikote, that text box was actually kind of different. Thinkred, before mentioning where I should go, goes, unfortunately, since the role of Mikote is taken. So that's a clever little thing, considering the race I picked.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are gonna get a fun little line in Stormblood, too.
Oh boy.
Call me a cynic,
that's
but...
not gonna be for a good while.
Oh, yeah. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves laid down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement.
By the way, I forget, how long/short are the expansions compared to ARR?
I'd say, like, 3/4 to half the length, usually.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it was around that, but never was to ask. It's still pretty good amount of length, though.
Yeah. Especially with all the story they jam-pack in there.
Plus all the extra side content.
Also that, yes. It'll create.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly I'm gonna quickly redeem what looks like a dungeon quest over here, just so that's out of the way.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, definitely dungeon quest.
Yeah, definitely dungeon quest.
Where is that?
Horizon,
Ah,
I think.
I was gonna say either
Maybe.
Horizon or Vesper Bay.
Yeah,
It's usually Vesper.
I just unlocked Copper Bell hard mode.
Ah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I had the green thing, and I noticed it was basically on the way of sorts, so I just quickly redeemed it.
The green thing.
Ever to clean out those green check marks.
Yep. I love this mount. You do the zoomies.
Wait, what are you on?
Crab.
Huh. Alright. Anywho.
Right.
And purple means enemies, so already ready.
Yep.
Hi there!
We had someone trying to help.
Oh.
And boop.
There we go.
That it? Yep.
Oh. I wonder if they were also just activating theirs and we just happened to... that just happened.
Mm.
Oh, that's a neat outfit for the disguise.
An actual miner outfit.
I love how the miner hat has spots for the ears.
Yeah, I was about to say, notice how the helmet has cat ears. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You were unharmed? A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Thanalan, no less. This is the first time for everything. Sea-wolves? All of them? Aye, and all with the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Serpent reavers. But thieves are a long way from home. What's a pirate crew from Vilbrin doing here in Thanalan? Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves.
Yep. Wonder if anyone's ever done Minor Stall cosplay, because I can see that working.
I guarantee at least one person has. She makes that outfit work.
Yep. Like, this game in general just has really good cosplay options.
Yeah.
Thanks to me both wanting to get back into doing my own cosplay, plus having been watching Dress Up Darling, yeah, cosplay's been on the brain a lot lately.
I bet. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Yay! Is that so? And by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with this fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape.
Well, shit.
Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, he was quite strong. A sea-wolf, Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments.
Geek?
Yep, 1 second. Yes? He's standing next to me. Understood. It's for you. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads.
I don't know why they wouldn't just call us instead, but...
Good question. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Nod.
Calling out the character takes, I love it. It's like the running gag in Splatoon of, I'll take your silence as a yes.
The Mother of Exiles. Oh, this part. Okay.
Like, literally every single player campaign so far has had your guide character do that kind of thing.
Alright. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance.
Okay, with how eccentric he can be, I'm not too surprised he didn't just call us directly.
Some commotion or incident, I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous Brass Blade. When I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers.
Was it at this point where they, patched out the dialogue choices?
What do you mean?
Like, I know, like, some cutscenes used to have dialogue choices.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, yeah. Because, like, I know for a fact, like, when one of the big, like, final confrontations of ARR cutscenes had you actually respond with what your resolve was about to the big bad. I know that.
Oh yeah, guys.
Yeah, but then they turned
That
it
was a while ago.
Hey, got a raid!
Yeah, you know, then they just turned it into an auto-advance cutscene. Because of how they wanted to rework those events. Because, you know, that was like an 8-person event anyway.
Zilla Umehara, thank you for the raid of 15 people.
Ooh, nice.
Second time ever getting raided. Hello, Alphino, what's up? You are late. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Othard? I am. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of the ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'dah, Harris. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, you will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan's horn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides,
Yeah, having the order of life there makes a lot of sense.
Lovely reading voice, thank you. Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah.
What does repartee mean again? I legit forget.
From context clues, I've always thought it meant like a conversation or some such.
Alright, well, off to Ul'dah.
Woo!
I'm just gonna quickly Google that while I'm loading.
Chamber of Rule.
Repartee definition.
Witty repartee.
Conversation or speech characterized by quick, witty comments or replies.
Haha.
Okay.
So I was mostly right. Context clues, baby.
Yeah. I always enjoy your repartee, silent protagonist. A Royal Promenade. Which Aetheryte would that be?
Chamber of Rule.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Alright, holding on this cutscene for a second, I guess.
I accidentally clicked on them.
No, it's one of those approach and then you're thrust into the cutscene things.
Oh, okay. Yay, proximity triggers.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna not go. That was not the right way. You need to follow the arrow. And also the blue dot where you and red are.
Yep.
Is this one voiced or?
Nope.
Okay.
So let me know when you're in the cutscene.
Alright. Oh, and there's text box.
Alrighty. Matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass.
Also, because you are streaming this, going to just say this. For viewers wondering why he was waiting, this is my first time playing through, so he's trying to read along with me for extra effect.
Exactly. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. Are you threatening me? I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Elfino Leveilleur, at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. If you indeed are your allies in Ul'dah, you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Oh boy, off to the tavern.
Always a good spot for conversation.
Especially in fantasy games.
Yep. One really cool idea I saw for like tabletop roleplays is having you write down like a few rumors about your character, some true, some false, and then handing them out randomly to the other players. And that's the stuff they've heard about you. Would make for a fun way to do world building.
That would be a neat idea.
Which one would it be this time?
Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
And then slightly to the west.
I feel like from there it would just be the arrow, but it's always going to have a starting point.
Yep.
Yep, up these stairs. Or wait, no, over further, and then to the other stairs.
There you are.
Obviously, it's 2 stairs that lead up to a door. That makes sense.
Yep. Hello, Alphino. Company action is now active.
We have traveled some
Yeah,
several
great timing.
Yay,
thousand
voice.
miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find
Yugiri.
sanctuary in these lands.
AKA Turbo's waifu.
Sanctuary, Lady
Wait,
Yugiri?
what?
Is that not what he said, or am I thinking of someone else?
I forget.
These company actions had interesting timing to go active.
Yep.
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was
I remember,
under
where
Imperial
is
rule,
Doma?
did you not?
It's in the Far East.
Yep.
Okay,
It's a different continent altogether.
gotcha.
And we'll be going there
Doma
eventually.
is gone.
Eventually.
Raised to the
that
ground
makes
as an
sense.
example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
Oh,
On a
shit.
ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so.
Yeah, these people are in kind of a shit
Sought an
situation.
audience with your rulers,
Yeah.
but was summarily
Yep.
refused.
Also, one thing I will say for when we get to the voice actor switch, I'm gonna miss Sam Riegel as Alphino.
Yeah, he does a good job.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Frickin' Scanlan Shorthalt over here.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garland.
What's with all these
Your
voyages?
tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here.
Free company stuff. Should be done
The
now.
Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed. But I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
He's important.
I am in your debt.
So you're obviously
Lady
a little ahead
Yugiri,
of me in the
forgive
cutscene.
me for
Not too
observing,
surprised.
but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Oh boy.
So she basically covers her face due to past experiences. That makes sense.
Yep. Oh, I need to wait.
And I am the escort. All right, that makes sense. All right, and then
Talk to Yugiri. If I may say, sir, as I said earlier, we've been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. It would shame me to beg for more when you've already offered so much. Desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it'd go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. 1 second.
Who's Momodi again?
The bartender here.
Ah, that makes sense.
Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Harris? Of course I'll help. Couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for it a lot in advance.
Hey, nice.
Go and call on... Sure, let's go with that. And Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight.
Makes sense.
All right. Off to the market. I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, I was just following you, so I also was. Yeah, Sapphire Avenue Exchange is which? Oh, okay.
It's the one that's labeled Sapphire Avenue Exchange.
Yep. Hey, it really helps when it's the actual Aetheryte destination.
Hello.
Bards are having some fun over there.
My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. Nope. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. She's in the business of feeding refugees now? You normally want to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but it doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry.
Bruh.
Bruh moment.
I get you're a merchant, but come on.
Old city of capitalism.
Bro moment.
One thing I was not expecting with when I was getting my first retainer was being able to actually straight up just customize them.
Oh yeah, this.
They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand.
Yay for Warrior of Light Clout helping with this.
Woo! I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly.
Probably helps that again it was paid for in advance.
Yeah, it probably helps a lot.
Hey, time to play hide and go seek.
Oh boy. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you'll be pleased with his reply. We've been granted an audience? For the Sultan and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor.
Time for politics.
Yep, there's gonna be a lot of that. And yet it's fairly interesting. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. A small favor, you fairly won with your words. And it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. A lot of teleporting.
Yep. That's what happens when you're in a big city.
Yeah. Chamber of Rule.
Okay, that kid was definitely moved.
They're just saying, you ready yet, I'm guessing?
More or less. A pleasure, Harris. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. This one I believe is voiced.
See.
Are you Giri of Doma? I'm
Yay.
honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I'm Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul.
By the way, Nanamo's Rum Reborn voice actress, Erin Fitzgerald. GA.
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Although
Among
I
many other
myself
roles.
have heard the tale of your misfortune,
Like
I
Quark
would
from
ask that
Virtue's
you
Last
recount it
Reward.
once more
Yep.
for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald,
Nice.
we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Profit potato.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees.
Yeah.
To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
And then there's this asshole.
Lord Lolo.
Are you talking about the big guy who the camera briefly focused? Oh.
No, the small guy with the mask.
Ah.
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets
got a
are
killer
choked
mustache,
with the
though.
displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Uldar. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
I heard that, you little shit.
Oh god, so this guy's basically a Jeff Bezos potato.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Damn it. God damn it.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future.
God, that voice is just so perfectly slimy.
Yeah. The Lolorito's VA definitely did a good job.
And has
Right?
ever been her
Yeah.
material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Well, Syndicate has spoken.
Damn.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
I'm hoping Teleji here is being sincere, because so far he seems like a good guy.
So far.
Now that the Empire no longer...
Remember, though, this is Ul'dah, so who knows?
They see little reason to maintain
He did his argument was like, hey, they are willing to work, which, as far as Ul'dah is considered on the better end of the spectrum.
Usually, yeah.
The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? Beam, beam. All right, who wants some dyes? I'll take that million corn. All right, and for ooh, purple. All right, for those,
purple.
purple's a good color. All right, so for those still watching, I am about to end this particular recording, but the stream's still going to be going for a while, so stick around.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you like this video, leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see more, hit subscribe and the bell, and we'll see you guys next time.
To all of my children, in whom life flows abundant, to all of my children, to whom death hath passed his joy.